Are you nearing retirement, fearful that you're going to run out of money, forcing you to go back to work? Or worse, that you're going to lose it all in the next big market crash? What if I told you that your 401k could become a guaranteed paycheck for you in retirement for life, paying you almost double the recommended withdrawal rate without ever worrying about running out of money? According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, only about 15% of Americans working today have a defined benefit plan, also known as a pension, which gives them peace of mind because they know they'll never have to worry about running out of money in retirement. That leaves 85% of the population to figure it out on their own. And the reality is, research shows that 64% of Americans are more afraid of running out of money in retirement than death itself. According to the Center of Retirement Research at Boston College, about half of US households are at risk of not having enough income to maintain their current standard of living in retirement. And Morningstar estimates that 45% of American households will run short of money in retirement, with 55% of that being single women and with 40% of that coming from single men. And when it comes to losing money, pre-COVID, the stock market used to crash consistently about once a decade. During COVID and beyond, the market is crashing almost every single year. There is so much market volatility that there's really no safe place to hide. And we know all these statistics have to be true because check out these 401k balances. According to NerdWallet, the average 401k account balance for those turning 65 years old today and most likely wanting to transition into retirement is just $272,000. Now, financial advisor Bill Bengen designed what's called the 4% rule in the 1990s, which is just a really easy to follow plan to help most Americans not worry about outliving their money in retirement. Bill determined that if a retirement portfolio is made up of 60% stock and 40% bonds, it should last for 30 years as long as you're withdrawing 4% of the total account value annually and not a penny more. But many people are asking, does the 4% rule still make sense today? If we took just 4% of $272,000 annually, that's just $10,880 per year in income. After you subtract out taxes, inflation, and fees, what are you really left with? But today we're going to talk about a potentially better way to do it. And your retirement life jacket is called a fixed indexed annuity, also known as an FIA. Think of an FIA as a wrapper of protection that you can place around your 401k or similar retirement account, and it comes with a bunch of benefits and features. First, the opportunity to have guaranteed lifetime income paychecks, meaning you don't ever have to worry about running out of money in your 401k. The second one is protection from stock market losses. Because these accounts will still grow when the stock market does well, they just give you a 0% floor so you can't lose money when it doesn't. Third is you get tax-deferred growth, meaning you're not taxed on this money until you withdraw it. And lastly, there's no 4% rule. With most FIAs, you can actually take out way more than 4% per year for life. Of course, your first step is to figure out if your 401k or similar retirement plan is eligible to be rolled out and into an FIA. I will link a video in the description below and at the end that will walk you through how to figure out if your account is eligible. Now, to give you an example, if a male age 65 years old decided to retire today and roll over his average 401k balance of $272,000 that we talked about earlier into an FIA and immediately start collecting his guaranteed paycheck for life, with an FIA, he could take out a guaranteed 7.5% every single year for as long as he lives. So instead of taking out that $10,800 that Bill Bengen would recommend with the 4% rule, he could take out approximately $20,400 every single year. That's a significant increase. And what if he had $500,000? That would mean he could take out $37,650 every single year, compared to if he kept his money in the 401k or an IRA and followed Bill Bengen's advice and only took out 4% per year. That would just be $20,000 a year. As you can see, FIAs give you more. Now, there are some things to be mindful of when considering annuities just in general. Annuities are a contract between you and an insurance company. Think of them like a bank CD, but on steroids, because your money is going to grow. So your money is on contract for a certain amount of years, 5, 7, maybe 10 years. And in exchange for that time, the insurance companies give you that 0% floor with sometimes guaranteed growth and that guaranteed pension payout. But once you pensionize an annuity, you can't go back and undo it. Just like if you were to take the pension payout from your employer, you can't then go back and ask for a lump sum. This is why I would never recommend somebody roll 100% of their money into an FIA or any kind of annuity for that fact, Because what if something good or bad happens in the future where you need access to more money on a monthly basis than what that pension payout is paying you? But the number one reason why people choose annuities is peace of mind, knowing that you can sleep at night, that regardless of what happens in the stock market, your money's not affected, that you'll be able to continue to collect that paycheck every single month until you die. Now, if you made it this far, I'm guessing it's because retirement is either here or right around the corner. And my number one goal is to help you maximize your money. So if you are interested in index annuities, I recommend you connect with a licensed financial professional, either myself or somebody that you trust, to help you figure out if these accounts can be right for you. I've linked 2 videos here to help you do a little bit more of your own research. Please share this video with anyone else you can think of that's getting close to retirement and has money to protect. And of course, subscribe so you don't miss another video teaching you how to maximize your money. Catch you back here next week on YouTube.